usually goes on for a while. Let me turn my mic up a little bit. Is this better? I don't know how loud my microphone should be still. I'm a relatively quiet person, so let me try and check my audio. I'll give you guys a little update here soon. Okay, how's that? Is that better? I can't really tell. Still seems kind of quiet. Let me bump that up. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. I don't know. I'm kind of a quiet person, so anyways, hold on, give me a few more seconds here. At the very least, I want you to be able to hear me loud and clear, other than barely being able to hear me. Because I am using pretty poor equipment. Okay, so I think I'm ready. I'm back. I don't know how often I'll be streaming this year. Things are changing. At least I'm trying to change things. There's a lot going on in my personal life, and I have changed directions this year. I'm pretty much giving up on all my goals right now and focusing on only moving out. And I'm trying to rethink things. So I'm doing a lot of reading and a lot of research as to how I can make money on my own and just be smarter with money. So most of my time is spent. I'm pretty busy right now. Even though I don't really have a job right now, I forgot how shitty trying to get a job is, first of all. There's like, I've sent out I don't know how many applications and I haven't gotten any back. Except for like one. That was like a summer job though. And it only starts like in May and I can't really wait that long. My goal is to make as much money as fast as I can to move out west and to get as far away as I can. College, it didn't really work out. I don't have enough money for classes and I had to drop them. And it cost me like over $2,000 now, so they're trying to put me in debt. And I didn't even have enough to go to college in the first place. So my bad, I guess. So I gotta pay off that debt before I leave. I don't know how. It's not too high, but it's really fucking annoying. I shouldn't have to pay $1 since I didn't even spend $1. So I don't know. It's pretty dumb. Not really fond of the college after what they did after they did that. So I'm kind of just giving up on. Hold on. I'm just giving up on classes. Well, college. I mean, college education. it, it's disappointing, to say the least. I really wanted to go to college for the college experience, but doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. And in a way, I kind of see it as a blessing because I knew, like, once college ends, it's not like I'm gonna magically be in a better position to make more money. Um, it's kind of like a whole, like, topic on its own. I think college as a whole is honestly like the value of a degree. It has hit a point where, unless you really want to get a job in based off of your degree, like if you really want to work in the medical field, that's like your dream. So you go to medical school and get a job right out of that. Other than that, like if you're going for just the experience, it's come to a point where it's really not worth it. Unless you have the money to throw at it. Unless you can pay for college out of with cash alone, then I suppose it doesn't affect you. But it's come to a point, where the value of a degree isn't worth the money that it costs to even go to college in the first place. And I wouldn't rely on just financial aid to get you through and worry about your finances until you're out of college. Because that college debt can really it can lock you in. Even like, after you graduate and put in, what the hell? Okay. After you put in all those years. They say college is a scam. Some people, it really depends on how you use it, but it's really not a good idea if you don't make a lot of money. If you don't make sufficient money to go to college, like, on your own, and know exactly all the costs, and you can afford to pay off that money while you're going to college, I really don't recommend it. Because you'll be sitting in debt that will prevent you from doing anything else otherwise. So that's why I think it's kind of a blessing that I didn't go. Because in the back of my head, I was like, I wasn't an idiot. I knew, like, I'm not going to be in a good financial position after college. But I wanted to go anyway, just because I wanted the experience. Just because of how I've lived my life, or how I've been forced to live. I've been stuck out living with my parents my whole life, and I never had the money to move out, so it's really, like, hindered my growth as a person. I never really get to socialize with people my age, and I wanted to go to college to experience something like that, but I'm just gonna give up on it entirely. I'm going in a completely new direction. It doesn't seem like it's gonna work out, and I don't want to waste any more time trying to figure out life. I'm getting to a point, like, where I'm just frustrated. I'm trying to... Oh, there are some points. Trying really hard to figure everything out. And I'm rethinking things all the time. And it's time for me to go in a completely different direction in life. And I might not have it figured out, but I do know what doesn't work. So, I might not know what exactly works, but I know sure as hell what does not work. So I'm just not going to do that anymore. Simple enough, I guess. So that's what I'm going in the direction right now. Switching things up, I decided if this isn't going to work out, then I'm just going to do what I planned on doing last year anyway, which was moving out. And I still have yet to land a job, because, you know, trying to get an entry-level job is really ridiculous, because everybody's applying for that location, and they're really not going to accept very few people. It's the nature of the job market nowadays. It's really bad. It really sucks. But I'm not too worried about it, because that's not my long-term plan. Like I said, I'm reading some books right now, and I'm doing the research that I can to become better with money and to live financially free. That is my ultimate goal now. It actually was my goal before I even started streaming, was to become free. And I think I could buy my freedom, honestly. It's come to a point like where that's my only option, is to figure out a better way to make money and make money work for me and not the other way around. And I'm reading a book right now called The Millionaire Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco. I recommend that book if you want to know like anything about finances anyway. It's not going to be the only book I read. It's like a handful that I have on my list. But it's probably the first one, probably the most important one. And in the book it explains like basically the like lies you've been told your whole life and how ineffective most people's strategy is. Unfortunately, it is like a lack of knowledge when it comes to the American system and all that. I think even the world as a whole lives very similarly to, you know, the average middle class person, where, you know, you save 10% of what you make, spend the rest on essentials, and then the rest is kind of pocket money. And you slowly put your money into a 401k, which is a retirement plan, or you invest in something and try to let it grow over the years. But ultimately, like, you're stuck. Your income is all tied to your job, and you're essentially spending time to make money, which is not going to work, at least not in the long run. Like, yeah, you might get rich by the time you're like, you'll be rich when it's too late for you to enjoy it. And basically the whole book is like a persuasion on like why jobs suck so much and how you're just wasting your time and how you can make time work for you and whatnot. Yeah, I'm about like halfway through the book. It's been pretty interesting so far. I like it. And it's kind of like going into detail about topics that I already knew and have been kind of figuring out on my own. But, you know, just with more clear info. So this is written by a guy who like was able to retire by like 35 or something like that, 35, 36. He actually started doing his work when he was around 26 years old, which is the same age I am. He was working driving limos, and he just like couldn't stand it anymore and quit one day and moved to a city he's always wanted to, and he started an online business for limos and taxis and stuff like that. Basically, like, found a need that people could use and provided that through a website that he created. And eventually, it really wasn't that long, like, he did like small commissions where he would work with an individual to find the correct taxi service and find out the cheapest way to go from point A to point B and all that. And it went from like one individual to another individual, and that would slowly like be enough to pay for rent and everything for the month, and then it started exploding because of the website he made. And his point is that you should become like, if you really want to be financially free, you need to become like you need to think like a businessman and be the business owner. Become like an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, a freelancer, or whatnot. That's pretty much like the only way it's gonna work in this economy. So instead of like being the employer, you should be the one hiring employees. And start thinking like that. Which I have been for a long time. Like my two main freelance goals that I'm looking for are VTubing and being an artist. I think being a freelance artist is like probably gonna be my main thing, but they're gonna work, you know, side by side. Once I get there, you know, I can use my channel to bring awareness and traffic to my art, which in return will give me the money that I need. Just the only problem is like I'm lacking a roadmap. I just don't have the knowledge to bridge the where I am now to the end goal. I don't have the knowledge to, you know, create a roadmap and a plan of execution. And it's like, it's difficult. I don't know why I can't figure it out. Well, first of all, I don't even have the money to even start doing what I want. You know, like I know kind of how to grow as a grow my channel, but it's very difficult with what I'm dealing with. I just gotta take it one step at a time. Like when I try to think about it all as a whole, it's really hard to figure out. That's why I'm focusing on just one thing at a time, and that's moving out and improving my fundamental art skills. And even then, it's like really difficult. I don't know why, but I've been really struggling with my art, even ever since I started drawing. I'm just still like at a skill level that I don't like, and I'm putting in the time to try and figure it out, and I just feel like there's like something I'm missing, like something that I should know that I can incorporate into my drawing routine to help really start improving. And it's frustrating, honestly. I've been stuck here for 26 years. Never been able to move out. I've never had like sufficient money to even treat myself. I live broke because I am broke. I rarely spend money on anything that's not necessary because I just can't afford to. I can't just go and grab some beer or a drink from the gas station because I just can't. It's been like that for quite a long time, and like I've explained in the last time I was on here, you know, my mental and physical health are pretty low to a point like where something absolutely needs to change. Like I need something big to happen, so I'm just gonna move away, and I'm gonna move as far away as I can. Just, you know, wish that would come sooner. It just sucks. So, I'm gonna be playing Nine Souls here in a bit. I've been, so when it comes to my art, I'm stuck, like, I'm in, like, year 3 of drawing. I think year 3 or 4. Somewhere around there. I think my 3rd official year, I think. Technically 4. But I'm at a point, like, where, yeah, I can draw, but I still struggle a lot when it comes to drawing from imagination, to the point, like, where I just get frustrated and go back to trying to improve my fundamental skills to be able to draw from imagination. It's like, I'm at a point, like, where I've been practicing for so long, but I still can't draw what I want to draw. I'm close, like I'm getting there. I just don't have a teacher or a community or anything like that. I can't afford to, like, take an online class offered by someone just teaching art. I just don't have the money to do that. I'm completely on my own when it comes to figuring everything out. It's difficult, but it's the only way I can do it. At this point, I'm thinking things in a different way. Thinking about it in the perspective of a independent solo entrepreneur, where, you know, if there's some sort of lack of knowledge, I gotta figure out what that is and learn how to be disciplined and well managed and figure everything out on my own. So while that's been going on, man, I'm watching my bit rate just go up and down, up and down. So while I've been doing that, my main focus right now, until I can get a job and start earning the money for me to leave, I'm just focusing on my mental and physical health. I am getting back into a better routine. I'm working out regularly now, and I am practicing and learning every day what I can. I have a routine set, but like I said, it's difficult because of where I live. My routine is constantly interrupted, and every day's different. But what's important is that I do, you know, at least something every day. I've got it split between activities that I want to do every day that are mandatory, like working out. I should be meditating as well. Basically just exercising, practicing art, and taking care of my diet to what I can. And, you know, just slowly trying to curate a better, more productive routine until I am able to get a job, and then I'll be putting all my effort into making money once I can get there. The problem right now is that the weather's been super shitty. This winter has been it's been a very snowy winter. And I live in an area where I can't pull out of my driveway if there's even a few inches on the ground. So it's difficult. I feel like starting over really sucks. And I've had to start over like quite a few times to the point like where I'm just tired of it. Because every time I'll get somewhere and then I feel like I run into a wall and then what I'm doing isn't working anymore and I try to find a solution and then I can't find the solution. So this time I'm just taking it day by day. And slowly trying to figure out how I can live off of drawing and streaming. I don't have a drawing tablet, so maybe I could do something like that. I don't want to get a PC until I leave. Just because I don't want to risk anything happening to it while things are being shipped. And I want to be saving as much money as I can right now. So I can't even really afford a PC. But maybe I can save up for a laptop. Or a drawing tablet. I think I might go with a drawing tablet first. Kind of depends. I might have to get them both at the same time. I'll have to, like I said, I need to do more research into that. Just because it's not really a priority right now. My priority is just making the money I can to leave. So that's kind of secondary, but it is kind of a priority because it goes along with learning art. Since I've never owned a drawing tablet, I don't even know what you can do with them. But I do know, like, the programs are better if you connect it to a PC. Like I want to get, I think it's called Studio Pro Paint or something like that. Studio Pro Clip Studio Pro, something like that. Either way, it sucks because it reminds me of my class that wanted to take computer graphics. I remember getting an email saying that I have to download Adobe Flash or Adobe Photoshop, and it's like $200 some odd a year, and I'm like really? I don't have the money for that. I don't even have a device that can run Photoshop. I don't have a computer or anything, so that's already like hundreds of dollars in equipment just for that class alone. And it just sucks. Frustrated and I'm exhausted. Slowly trying to get my energy back. So when I get frustrated, I just try to relax and realize all I can do is my best for the day. And then tomorrow I'll do the same. And slowly build up the knowledge I need to accomplish my goals. Okay. Other than that, there isn't really anything else in particular that I've been wanting to talk about. So that's why streams are going to be very sparse this year. It's come to a critical point where I absolutely have to leave the house in order for my life to get anywhere. I'm just being dragged down, and I'm tired of being stuck in this place. And I've lived my life like a prisoner for far too long. And all I want to do is get away. So that's my goal. And until that happens, streams are going to be very inconsistent, to say the least. I was going to stream last night, but I didn't even have the energy to talk. I was so tired. So, without further ado, let's hop into some Nine Souls here in a little bit. I wanted to talk about character design real quick, because I'm starting to develop since I've developed an interest in character design, it's opened up a bunch of games that I never would play, or like I'm watching creators play games that I normally would not on my own, and it's kind of interesting because I'm paying attention to more like how the world is built and how these characters are created. And seeing like how the designs work together. Like one of my favorite ones recently was Zenless Zone Zero. That's a game I really want to play, but it's not available on Xbox, so I really can't. It's free to play, I think. It's a gacha game, so most of the money comes from like pulling characters and resources and whatnot. So I don't exactly know how that works, but I would imagine it would be difficult to like build a proper team without spending money. I'm guessing that's kind of how it works. But you know, in theory, like that's a game I would never play. Is a gacha game, but Zenless Zone Zero is like completely different, and I think it gives, like after watching someone go through the whole story and watching character analysis and whatnot, I think the game kind of gets a bad reputation for being a gacha game. And if you can just look past that, the game is really not like that at all. It's really amazing. It has like one of the best. It has top tier like character design, and the story is absolutely amazing. It's not like blowing your mind, but it's simple and easy to follow along with, and it's just a good story. And even like the open world environment, and I say that like with quotes, it's not like open world like Genshin or anything like that, but it's a lot more linear and a lot more closed. You have like certain sections of the city that you can roam around with, and it's a completely different team than the other Hoyoverse teams. And I can tell like how much love and passion they put into the game. And there's like so many, like the world they built. I've seen like people walking around and it's very dynamic. And even the little details such as like NPCs you would regularly ignore in other games are like, you know, they're like living full lives. Like one of them's like a mail delivery person, and they ended up quitting their job and creating a new business. Just a random NPC that you can talk to and you wouldn't know without talking to that person. Like I really like the world building that they've made and all the characters that fit into it, and just how dynamic the character designs are and how lovable they are and their personalities and all that. Not to mention their animations, their 2D animations, their 3D animations, they're like, their comics. And there's like so many different like little games in there as well. It's just like an artist treasure trove. They're like absolutely popping off with that game. It's absolutely amazing. Maybe I'll get to check it out in the future. Just recently, they completed the first season, so the first chapter is over, or however you want to call it, chapter or whatnot. But like the main season, like the main story, part 1 is over. And I hope they continue to regularly update the game and keep up the momentum that they started. Because it's got some really good momentum right now. And I hope they don't go like too hard to where they try to build up their own expectations. Like, the first season was like really good, and it kind of set a high bar for whatever content is to come next. Like the characters, the stories, they're all very memorable and well put together. And I need to take a dump. Why is it always around this time? I think I'm gonna need to go to the bathroom here in a bit. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this one person that I've been watching, and I've watched a few other videos of like analyzing characters and breaking them down and how well written some of them are, and I've been enjoying it. I've been learning a lot when it comes to character design, at least. So with that being said, we'll hop into Nine Souls here in a bit. I just need to go to the bathroom. So I will be right back. And we will hop into the game. I haven't played anything in like since my birthday on December 8th. So it's been almost 2 months since I even played anything. I just haven't been in the mood for any game in particular. I've had Nine Souls like on the radar this whole time. It was gonna be the next game I played, but I just haven't been in the mood, with how my personal life is. So, I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's get this going, shall we? I feel like making some tea, but I already had some tea earlier. I don't know anything about Nine Souls. All I know is that it's got like Sekiro style combat and like fully rendered 2D animations. And it sounds pretty good to me. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. So let's hop into it. Okay. Let's make sure the audio is good to go. At least make it to the best of my ability here. Okay. Sound nice and loud. That's good. Game sounds a maybe turn the game down a little bit. Maybe, how about audio? Maybe. We'll turn things down just a little bit. How's that? But, oh. I don't know if the... Oh, hold on. I don't know if the developers are Chinese or Japanese or whatever. I think they might... That looks Chinese. Should we have... I would change the audio to Japanese or Chinese, but I don't think I can. Okay. Move up, move down, move left, move right, parry, left bumper, attack, detonate right bumper, dodge is right trigger. I've never had a dodge on the right trigger before. Mystic Nymph, restore health. Next arrow, previous arrow, shoot, jump attack, hook. Oh, those are skills. Dodge with the right trigger, that's weird. Okay, let's give this a shot. Difficulty... Story and standard. Oh, wasn't expecting gore. That's gore for my comfort character. Still trying to figure out the audio here. I don't know if it's too quiet or not. Okay. The animation's nice and clean. I don't know if I should turn it up or not because it's been quiet so far. I like it. Shun. I knew you were here. I could smell your cooking from way out there. Snacking on grilled fish again, are we? Okay. I look like I'm some sort of fox. I got a big yellow jacket and a green ring. Other than that, I mean, I can't really tell the character's vibe. They seem focused and mellow so far, if I would have to give a first impression. Are you excited for dinner tonight? The auntie next door taught me how to make garlic noodles yesterday. I won't mess it up this time. So it won't be seasoned normally. I don't need to prepare my portion. Guess I have it all of myself then. Did you come running to me just to talk about dinner? Oh right, the flower. Okay. Ooh, it's very snappy movement. Very responsive. I've got like a big jacket. Kind of like, you know, one of those big anime style jackets. I can't tell, but it looks like my character's using only one arm. Okay. That's the dodge button. It's very snappy. Interesting. That's the parry button. Okay. Okay, you can parry in midair, you can attack in midair. Can't dodge in midair though, you have to be on the ground. Maximum of the 3-hit combo. What was that? Oh. Can I wall climb that? No. Dead person's notes. Crooked words etched into the ground. I found the exit, but there's no way to get back now. This missing note seems like the last words of the deceased before they passed away. Ooh, this game's really pretty. There is a little bit of forward momentum on the attacks. Can't scroll. Schwa schwa. Shuen, however you pronounce that. One day the noble swordsman passed by a stone. Suddenly someone jumped out from the stone. Turned out to be a great hero. Handwriting is quite neat. Something written by a child. In the bottom left corner there's a note stating that this is the 63rd episode. There's those, like, tendrils that had me there. I thought there'd be some in the Forbidden Cave, but I haven't seen a single person. Or single one. Where are you, Crimson Hibiscus? Crimson Hibiscus, is that the flower you've been fussing about? It's the flower they use for the ceremony. According to the shaman, the bigger the flower. There's one right up there. You're right. But I'm not sure if I can even climb up that high. So my character seems to be some sort of swordsman. That's all I can really pull from. They're probably a disciplined, well-trained swordsman that came back from the dead. How did a boar get all the way up there? This boar has an interesting tail. Probably needs it more than I do. So this character's got the, like, trope of, like, never seeing their eyes. I think that's, like, the equivalent to, like, the one that always has their eyes closed. They're usually, like, kind of like, they can kind of go either way. They're usually like someone who doesn't really open their eyes because they're kind of calm and well-mannered and they seem like they're always happy. But they always know what's coming for some reason. But, you know, given the outfit and this child's demeanor, they're just like a well-behaved individual, I guess. You know, not particularly well off, but they are content with their circumstances and probably live a relatively simple life. It's about to get dark. Let's head back to the village. I'll go look somewhere else next time. Right, they're from a village. I'll get that flower for you. It's fine, you really don't have to. You're really gonna go get it? Okay, I'll wait here for you. Be careful not to get hurt. I like the sound design so far. I feel like I'm gonna like the music in this one. I'm not going to be playing for too long tonight, only a couple hours. Wall run. Bead grab hook. I don't know where my health bar is. If I even have one. So far there's like no HUD. There's the war. Crimson hibiscus. Flowers that appear around the peach blossom village are used by villagers as a decoration during the ceremony. Legend has it that harvesters will be bountiful and the ceremony is successful. While it hasn't been proven, everyone still gets more food after the ceremony. I don't know if this fall damage or not, we'll find out. It's huge, don't push yourself too hard. It's only a year ago and he still needed my help, remember? To walk. Here. Really get it back from me. It's even prettier up close. Give it time, even the prettiest flowers wilt. It's okay, at least we're here to see it, even if it won't be for long. I don't really see the meaning behind all this. But you still went out of your way to help me retrieve it, thanks. We should head back. Be in trouble if they find us here. I was about to say. Pulls out a sun hat. A lot of this outfit actually serves a purpose in that it conceals the wearer's movement. Wearing baggy clothes like this. Something I've learned when I was doing kendo. Sword practice. Was even some samurai back in the day, they would wear baggy pants that would conceal the movement of their legs. So you wouldn't really be able to see what position their legs are. It just provides like a little concealment. This is all baggy clothes really do. This festival market is so lively. Every household has dried meat and someone's even brewing wine. I've had bountiful harvests for 2 years in a row since you arrived. You've pretty much become the village's official good luck charm. I do like the design though. It has very recognizable shape. They're just coincidences. Let's say that when you helped the others with the rat infestation, we were all talking about how fortunate we are to have you around. Praise be to the souls for blessing the Peach Blossom Village and ensuring that we all are all fed and clothed. If there's nothing else I need to do, I'm going back to dry the fish. Stay for a bit. You should take the chance to check out the stalls and mingle with everyone. Leave the fish to me. Catch you later. What if I just head back? I can't attack in the village. And I walk a little bit slower. Sunrise's grace comes sunset's sigh. Everyday cherished sky. Okay, we got kind of like a tribal village going on here. The person seems pregnant. You know, they've got like these tribal masks with those like pointy ears. I don't know if it's meant to resemble anything in particular, but it kind of looks like a fox mask. And we've got like plants hanging up in the tent. Very, you know, primitive tribal village. Seems to be some sort of mural. Everybody's wearing a mask. There isn't really too much individuality between the masks either. The only thing different between the adults and the children are just the size of the mask. And maybe a little bit of stuff on there, like their hair. The old days when our ancestors lived in the harsh wilderness, they had to endure the bitter cold and the onslaught of savage predators. It's the village shaman. So they're kind of like, again, it kind of looks like, you know, the ears on this one resemble horns more than ears when it comes to this mask. But it has like feline elements to it as well. Green and pink are interesting colors. Unable to bear watching us humans suffer, the 10 merciful souls descended from the heavens. At first some were ignorant and raised their swords towards the souls. Those fools were met with divine wrath and their bones were ground to dust. Those who were pious and reverent towards the souls to a land outside the 99 heavens, a paradise where everyone could prosper. The all-knowing and all-powerful souls bestowed their wisdom upon us, teaching us about the truth of all things. When the peaches ripen for harvest, the souls will select several of us for a great privilege. Those fortunate enough to be chosen will live the rest of their lives amongst the divine souls. So be good children, listen, follow, believe, and you may also be chosen one day. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divine souls above, I humbly ask that you heed my request. Okay, this guy looks like, you know, the village elder. He's the only one not wearing a mask, or at least has his mask off. And he seems, you know, well endowed. Or, I don't know if that's a good way of putting it. Dude's fat. And he's wearing looks like a fur coat in the back. And he's got a jar in front of him. No. Oh, interesting. Hell, you looking to beat it? Maybe he's like the village drunk. Who knows? I wonder what the lumps on their head mean. I don't want any part of this dumb festival. You don't look much wiser yourself. I didn't see anything. I don't really care about antagonizing the guy. Shinong. Trust me, that look in your eyes told me plenty. Curse this damn ceremony. One day I'll show everyone what's really... Never mind, you wouldn't get it. All the nonsense is making my wine go sour. So he doesn't like this ceremony for some reason. Perhaps he just thinks it's foolish. I kind of like the, I don't know if that's like a root or whatever, like some sort of vine that's wrapping around the statue. But that seems to be what their mask is. Resemblance. The mask and the statue have a resemblance. Given that the shaman's the only one with teeth. This night my daughter was one of the lucky few to be chosen. Wish I could zoom in. What a blessing. I wonder what it's like to live with the gods. I bet it's amazing. Pity no one comes back. So they leave and come back. I don't know anything about... This is some strange looking creatures. Back, did you see anything interesting? He's also the only other one not wearing his mask. Cleaned up that crimson hibiscus you got me earlier. Gonna sew it into clothes later. It's not a rule, but those who are chosen usually wear a flower. Makes you look a lot cooler when standing up there. Is this something to be happy about? Of course, I'll be seeing my mom and dad soon. I wonder if they'll notice that I've grown taller. Let's head inside, I'm hungry. Be leaving in a few days. Make sure to eat properly when you're on your own. Remember, the rice is stored in the bin and the fruit on the table should be eaten before it dries out. Stop worrying. Don't forget, I'll probably be back. I'll probably be able to send letters back to you once I'm living with the souls. Oh, so he was chosen. Okay. That might be why, another reason why he's not wearing his mask. Instead of think I won't have anyone to bicker with anymore. Are you scared? Going somewhere I've never been before, of course I'm a bit scared. If you're scared, then don't go. I have to. Being chosen by the souls is a blessing. I've always had this feeling that one day I'd have to part ways with you, Yi. So my name's Yi. Nothing is predetermined. You make your own destiny. Don't get caught in superstition. Might be right, but parting isn't necessarily a bad thing. I ran to the Forbidden Cave for the first time when Mom and Dad left, and that's where I met you. I wouldn't have thought that playing a flute would make someone pop out of that stone, if you say so. So my character doesn't really seem to believe in superstition, or doesn't exactly care about it. He might not be very open-minded, or, you know, my character just might be aged. They might look older than they actually are, or they've been through enough to not really care. But are they actually able to send messages back once they go with the souls? I don't know. Since I'm leaving soon, can you grant me one request before the ceremony? What is it? That story you were telling me about the man fighting the flood. Tell me how it ends. Did he make it home? He didn't die, did he? Okay. Oh? Okay. So we've got like, where do they live off? He journeyed over the mountains and rivers. So we've got like ancient tribal villages mixed with futuristic technology. Oh, I didn't read that. Shit. Lord Ye, greetings from your humble servant. Okay, I'm a lord apparently. I was afraid you would lose track of time, so I called to remind you. If you skip out on tonight, you'll have to wait another 2 years for the next harvest. I know. Oh? Is this like a neural link or something? How's the security at the Amen facility? Okay. System indicates that they are currently on low alert systems. Only a handful of guards on patrol. Please excuse my concern, but the alarms are triggered. The situation may become untenable. Untenable. By the way, do you have your mystic nymph on you? I have it with me, but it won't fly. Only parts are working order. It's been too long since I recharged it. It's a pity. If I had enough power, you can make use of the Mystic Nymph scout mode for reconnaissance. Your body has made a full recovery after, so it might not be best to throw caution to the wind. Would it be too hard to just leave a trail of bloodshed? Your humble servant has never doubted your martial prowess, Lord Yi. Proceed as you wish, and may fortune favor you. So I seem to be also kind of, what do you call it? Very confident in my abilities, despite surviving a near-death experience. And I have a Neuralink chip, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Hey, freak. Finally showing your true colors. See everything you were doing. Just seeing things. You just want. I was just talking to myself. Well, there's no point in lying. I think you could fool me with that stupid hat. Do you take me for one of those morons over there? When a human talks to himself, he's not talking to those who are watching. What a man. Watching? Don't think I haven't noticed. I've seen those bizarre statues glow in the middle of the night. Whenever I cover them up with cloth, a mysterious wind blows them away. I knew the truth from the very beginning. Those statues are possessed by demons. Okay, so he thinks they're demons. Demons don't exist. They're merely the delusions of fools. Demons are afoot. And that's that. They're the kind that eats people too. This place isn't a paradise. There are no gods, and I sure as hell don't know who came up with all that mumbo jumbo anyway. Right. So he might be onto something here. You know, if these guys are living in a tribal village, wow, there's people like me walking around with high technology, and they've never been introduced to that. Like, if the statues have high technology on them, it's like easy to just like wave that stuff off as superstition or like some sort of demonic power. Because, you know, basically to them it's like magic. Admit it, you probably know a thing or two about all this. secrets. I'll prove I'm right in the front of everyone's faces one day. Okay, don't bother me again. That's like the ground's going. Firecrackers. Music's really picking up. Shouldn't hear as an active imagination, all that loneliness has made him go a bit kooky. Okay. Those that are chosen can go live with the gods. Peach trees have blossomed beautifully this year. Thank the gods for blessing our peach blossom village. This is kind of giving a... well, obviously like an ominous vibe. It's likely... I'm gonna guess like a higher civilization that is playing the role of the souls. That's what I'm guessing. Almost seems like a sacrificial altar. Oh. Shaman of Peach Blossom Village hereby receives your decree. In accordance with the soul's orders, we humbly pay respect to the flying throne. Yep, I was right. This is a decapitation machine. For what reason, we'll never know. I gotta save my boy though. I can't move. I like how the game is surprisingly graphic. Still can't move. Thank you for taking care of me these past 2 years, Yi. Do they know that they're gonna die? I think they do. Well, this is sad. I like the like comic though. This is my favorite part. Time for me to go. Ooh. To attach talisman. Talisman? Seems to be like some sort of high-tech talisman, obviously. Maybe it'll corrupt the technology, I have no idea. It's Naruto stuff. God, spare us from your wrath. What's happening, Yi? The Yi you know is a lie. I must go now. But you're the only family I have left. I don't understand. What is that? Why are you? Wait, where are you going? Hack the platform. Secret agent time. Yeah, definitely some higher society stuff going on here. To detonate talisman. Hold it. Is that a riposte system? I like how they just explode into bits. Oh. Medicine pipe. Okay. Yeah, they're being processed in the facility. Root node. Oh, this is the bonfire system. Interesting. Key blast. Hold down the right to generate an explosion by charging the talisman with up to 3 key charges. All talisman charges inflict internal damage upon impact. Talisman explosions cover all internal damage and a direct damage. And we got a skill tree. This is gonna be a fairly simple one. Movement, spell type, combat, and combat. Okay, I'm just gonna take a look at what we got here. Hold down while moving to greatly increase movement speed on flat ground, shortens travel time along similar paths. Key boost, maximum key. Life cover health after picking up. Experience dropped after death. So you can probably farm enemies. Swift. Whoa. One knockdown. Right trigger to quickly dash and get back up. Speeds of recovery. This one seems pretty necessary. I don't like mechanics that stun you or knock you down. The quicker I can recover from that stuff, the better. So these two seem pretty necessary. And then max key boost. Deflect certain projectiles like arrows or bullets. Okay. I still have no idea what this thing is. I can actually kind of move the camera. To get used to the buttons here. Dodge trap. Okay. Seems to have iframes on the dodge. Meat. Oh. Crimson blood hibiscus, soaked with the village's blood. Apemen are harvested at regular intervals in the livestock area, where these bodies are then dismembered and sorted. Flowers and clothes are usually mixed with the rest of the useless parts and disposed of. So they're harvesting their bodies for some reason. Meat. I like the physics, how things just fall apart. Oh. Okay. What if I could do like a plunging attack? I don't know if I have unlimited heals or not. I do like the lack of HUD. It gives it kind of like a cinematic feel. The music is unsettling. Okay, pairing is overpowered. At least against these guys. Oh, unblockable. Gotta remember to hold that down. Get a different weapon. You can actually outrange him. It's funny. That's where all the clothes are discarded. Nope. He seems to be robotic too. I'm out of heals. Woo. Nope. Unusual activity detected. Perimeter breach by living organism detected. Oh. We're in trouble, my lord. The destruction of the harvester earlier triggered a system-wide alert. To make matters worse, the 9 souls could now be awakened even earlier. Doesn't matter. My actions were bound to draw attention sooner or later. Snake! This dude reminds me of Snake. I'm prepared for the worst. Supposing this is true, why then did you intervene so early? That wasn't part of the plan. Was it for the ape child? Don't question my judgment, just do your job. Of course, please forgive my apprehension. It's just all your calculations are thrown into disarray. In any case, please reach the predetermined safe zone as quickly as possible. Exercise caution above all else. I think that was a shortcut. Maybe. Oh, I can't go back up. Shit. When you go the right way by accident. Thought that was a penis, bro. Even surveillance footage. Apemen are capable of abstract thinking even prior to undergoing transmutation. Ah, so it's transmutation. Individuals that reject group. Individuals that reject group living often exhibit violent behavior. Caution is advised when dealing with. They even originate from the pale blue planet, which was first discovered in a deep space observation report from the Haitian sphere. They're one of the extremely few highly intelligent life forms in the celestial sphere. So these guys are intergalactic, potentially. We're dealing with like a spacefaring civilization. Again, that has like control over primitive civilizations like this. Ease internal damage will gradually. I didn't even get to read that one way too fast. World map. 8-man faculty. Yep, that was a shortcut. Okay. But I can't get back now, so. Root nodes are what they're called. Mysterious Fang Shi. I don't know what a Fang Shi is. But he does, you know, look like a furry. I've drawn furries before, and that's like the formula that you'd use to draw one. Little boy from the Peach Blossom Village who began living with Yi after his parents left. Xuan? Xuan? I'm gonna call him Xuan. Is easygoing and curious about anything new. His body's writing martial arts stories. His hobby. Shanong, a brawny man. He's a conspiracy theorist who harbors numerous doubts and grievances towards the world he inhabits. Dead person, scroll. Okay. Got some interesting lore going on. Another root node. ranged guys first. Oops. If that guy would give me a chance to. I like the music. Whoa. Whoa. So I've got at least 2 heals. Oh. I keep forgetting that dodge is right trigger. That's gonna get some getting used to. Oh. Oh. Try to wall climb. Ouch. Heart's very clean. Whoa. Really? Keep trying to block them for some reason. Soul Collect. Ease, Jin, and experience fall onto the battlefield if he dies, giving him a chance to retrieve them after death. Okay. Let's go with Sprint. Probably get these abilities first. kind of hard to tell when they're gonna attack. Oop. Oh, I can't grapple onto these. Whoops. They're not as obvious as they seem. The attacks aren't really like telegraphed that well. The notifications were relatively silent. Ow. Boss time. Whoops. Can't dodge when I'm in the air. Oh. Do I take damage from blocking instead of parrying? That's what it seems like. I gotta collect. Swoop. Money. So far the combat's pretty nice. Very intuitive. Oh. Okay. Don't know why I couldn't dodge that. Okay. Getting used to it. Seems like if I don't do a perfect parry though, I still take a little bit of damage. Do I have to do this every time? What is that? Is that a free heal, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay. Oops. What the? Defeat Bai Shang. State is Jade. As you can tell, this spin will temporarily immobilize the enemy. Time immobilize will vary depending on the enemy. Okay. Not much I could say about the design. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like a French guard. I don't know how to describe it. It's obviously like a chair here with a crown. Equipment facility. New Kunlun Central Hall. Oh, that's an area. I thought that was where we already were. Look at that tree. That's pretty cool looking. It's got eyeballs coming out of it. Ooh, this is nice. Council digital signage. Taindo Council recruitment slogan. First step into the eternal. It's the Taindo wow, I don't know why I can't read all of a sudden. As the Taindo catastrophe spread, the formerly secretive organization known as the Taindo Council emerged into the open. They recruited technical personnel for the Eternal Cauldron project, with motivational slogans and invited the general public to ascend with New Kunlun. A new path to survival. This brought a glimpse of hope to Punglai, which had already plunged in the doomsday panic. This reminds me that I need to keep up with my Japanese studies. Oh, what's going on here? These are the same tendrils that kept me alive. My lord, I sense that you've made it safely to the council district. Worries were indeed unwarranted. Fusang seems to be flourishing more than ever. Is that does that mean something? I feel like that's like a particular name. I'm gonna look it up. Chinese mythology refers to the divine tree in an ancient island, which are both located in the east from where the sun rises. A similar tree in Rome, known as Rome, or Realmu, is in the west, and each morning the sun will set to rise in Fusang and fall in Realmu. It's a divine tree in a mythical island. It represents the true life. Sometimes depicted as a mulberry or hibiscus tree. I do love Chinese mythology. Okay. So this might, based off of Chinese lore, there might be a second tree. Quite spectacular, isn't it? The caretaker of all Solarians has never stopped growing since your departure. So I'm a Solarian.
Okay.
What impact will this have? Rest assured, all impacts rest within an acceptable range of possibilities. That being said, this only further demonstrates the perfection of the mechanism you designed. The roots are very accustomed to their current environment. None of that matters anymore, so long as it doesn't get in the way. I need to reach the council code at the root pinnacle, so that we can rebuild order and punish those criminals. Forgive my impudence, but access to the council code requires the possession of all the soul seals. We'll need to snatch them from the other 9 souls, who certainly will not give them up without a fight. If they've gotten a problem with that, then I'll just shut them up for good. You should probably be aware my calculations predict that that would be a treacherous road to go down. But regardless, time is the essence. Please make your way to our predetermined safe zone. Whoa! New Kunlun launch memory. Tyndall Legacy, New Kunlun Year 1 Foundation Era. The Tyndall Council undertook the legacy of the legendary Feng Shi Leer and initiated the Eternal Cauldron project upon Kunlun Island, the place where he began his journey. New Kunlun would bid farewell to Panglai and lead Solarians towards the new era. It's because he got robot arms. Really pretty. Oh. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's something I just can't interact with yet. I need a special grapple for that. Whoa. Doesn't seem like I could damage this guy. Not yet, at least. I need some sort of weapon, I guess. 3 paths here that I can't go. It's already like a few hidden areas. Oh, I actually heal over time. That's good to know. What the... Okay, I wish I could zoom in. I don't know what that is. It reminds me of like Gumball. Gumball Head. Whatever that guy's name is. From Mordecai and Rigby. The regular show. There we go. Jesus. I can't butcher that. Okay. Seems to be a desk. Some sort of part of the facility that's currently closed. Another boss fight. Activation failed. Mystic Nymph decryption required. Mystic Nymph Scout mode. Left trigger to activate. Azure Flyer. Mystic Nymph can perform reconnaissance and hack into remote terminals to unlock new paths. It's the ideal choice for exploring unknown environments. It was once limited to its projection function due to a lack of power, but it has now returned to full functionality. Mystic Nymph. Welcome back, Lord Yi. What the fuck? Been waiting here for a long time. Did you lock the Mystic Nymph Synchro Chamber? Yes, that was the only thing I could do at the time. The members of the council were deeply suspicious of you. All your belongings were destroyed after the incident. I was also supposed to be wiped out, but unfortunately I was deemed useful. My systems were throttled down, but that was all that happened to me. Didn't think they'd also go after you. The servant has suffered only a fraction of what his master must have had to endure. What's important is that you're alive. What's important is what I'm about to do. So there's some, I'm guessing this is like some sort of AI companion that had significant influence over the systems here. I'm guessing that I might be one of the souls. And I guess I stepped out of line and decided to rebel against the superior faction. Time is not on our side. We need to act fast. As you wish, but first I need to make the safe zone a bit safer. Activating anti-detection firewall. Establishing pathing interference. In 3, 2, 1. Is this where I used to live? The alarm system of the Four Seasons Pavilion has been turned off and its coordinates have been obfuscated. As long as the interference signal persists, your pursuers not be able to find this place. From now on, you can use the pavilion's facilities as you please. So this is the hub. The Four Seasons Pavilion. If you're tired and you can rest, you safely enjoy the virtual scenery. Private rest is also an essential part of the plan. Virtual scenery. No need, I don't have that kind of spare time. Understood. Next, we need to deal with the Jade system in your body. It seems to be in critical state. The repair process will involve severe pain. Please bear with it. I seem to be biomechanical in a way. I'm guessing, you know, I've got a lot of cybernetic parts in me, perhaps. Repair completed. You remain very calm as always during the repair. You may not modify your Jade system at any root node. Anything else to report? As I mentioned earlier, in order to gain control of New Kunlun, you must possess the seals that belong to each of the 9 souls. The souls are currently spread out, each responsible for monitoring and maintaining operations in their respective zones of New Kunlun. Can you pinpoint their location? Please forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I do not have the permission to access that data. The only thing we can be certain is that due to your presence, 9 souls will awaken one after another. You must therefore reduce any risk by invading each of their zones in the shortest time possible. I know. There's little I can do for you once you leave this facility, but I'll do everything I can to assist you remotely. Be careful and may fortune be in your favor. Jade system's been repaired and can be configured at any root node. The system was developed by the ancient Feng Shi Guild to assist in combat. Inserting different Jades unlocks extraordinary abilities for users. It should be noted that an extensive Jade system requires a great deal of computing power. Okay. Combat upgrade system. Bio has been updated. Abacus. Yee's dedicated personal assistant and artificial intelligence system. Okay. So that's his personal little AI. The Four Seasons Pavilion. I'll probably be ending it here soon. This is really pretty. Artificial, but pretty. This reminds me, I don't know why, but the hub reminded me of another game that I played. Hey, I should run through the whole facility to get here. Finally caught up with you. Xuan? I really don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Xuan? Xuan? I'll just say Xuan. There's no way I would miss out on a hero's quest. Stop fooling around. How'd you get here? Dong brought me here. He found a hole underneath the altar and wanted to check it out. I asked him to bring me along. Dong, give me that paranoid Shadong. Yeah, on our way. We ran into a bunch of monsters in heavy armor. They're all swinging their swords around and it was terrifying. There's this huge glowing beetle too. Nong accidentally touched it and he immediately jumped in pain. I also saw those terrible machines. Shouldn't be here. Like you can talk. You ran away without explaining anything. What'd you do at the ceremony? Where are we? Is this your old home? Where's Shanung? You need to go straight back to the village room. Well, I don't want to go back. You're the one who said I could make my own destiny. All I want is to stay with you. I'll do anything. I'll even do all the cooking and cleaning. Please let me stay. Stay here for now as long as you promise not to step outside. We'll discuss this again after I'm done with my business. Trying to trick me again. Don't worry, I just stay put. I've got nowhere else to return to anyway. Careful out there, I'll stay here to wait for you. Is this like some sort of underground bunker? I've never seen such smooth stones in my life. How are they made? And these lights that glow without fire, it's incredible. It's gonna take some time for you to understand our Solarian world. Solarians, is that what you call yourself? So there's a world outside the village. You never told me about any of this. It's so sneaky of you, Yi. I'm here now, so you may as well tell me everything, right? You'll just get more confused the more you know. No, I won't. I'm not that dumb. I'll teach you nice and slowly when I get the chance. Pinky promise? Pinky promise? Means you can't lie. Can't give them anything yet because they don't have a gift. What suitable items to give? I'm sure they'll probably like ask for items and whatnot. There'll be quests. I wanted to check out the place first. Damn it. Okay. Got some yin yang stuff going on here. Nice animation, by the way. I'm loving the animation. Oh! Okay. I don't know what this is. Some sort of mind space. Oh, it's the statue guy. Lear. It's you we meet again, fellow disciple. I don't know you. Just, I don't know you. Walks away. You look familiar though. Lear? Impossible. Our fates have been joined long before either of us have realized. Where am I? A limitless realm where the forces of heaven and earth intersect with space, time, and consciousness. You're not real. I don't understand a single thing you're saying. One asks while another answers, but neither can really know. Isn't it marvelous? Did you create this space? Or surely does not possess that ability. I have studied Fusang for eons. Yet when faced with the multitude of obscure arts, my knowledge is still left wanting. I need a drink. I forgot talking this much makes me very thirsty. Dries my throat out. Do you also not know how to leave? It's hardly difficult. Realize what is natural and simply act on your thoughts. However, I do ask for a moment at a time. You lent me a handy many years ago. I read that wrong. So I must not bring an end to your cycle of Tao. Cycle of Tao? I've heard that before. Or have I? I don't know if Tao means karma. Tao is a road pathway in which one does something, a method, doctrine, principle. I wonder if this has to do with Taoism? I think it's Taoism. I mean, Tao doesn't have to do with that, but I said that I don't know you. This horn allows us to use it to resonate with Fusang, enabling travel between the central and outer nodes. This thing will take me back to the Four Seasons Pavilion. Never thought the nodes had this sort of function. If it actually works, this will save me a lot of time. This horn is of no use to ordinary people. You, however, are different. Please accept it. Allows the holder to move between the forces, the pavilion, and any registered node. Oh, that's useful. When Yi was brought to the limitless realm, mysterious sage presented this as a gift to him. When blown, it resonates with the primary roots. So this is like, all paths eventually converge. I like his design. It's like a classic old sage with like kind of like a fox style. I want to explore this place some more. It's nighttime now. Does it cycle with the outside world? That's pretty cool. A 3D printer. Jesus. Create. Oh, yeah, I could print some power-ups. Ricochet Jade, even with imprecise parries, projectiles can be deflected back and inflict damage. Must be used in tandem with the bullet deflect skill. Increase health restored with a medicine pipe, but slowly applies healing over time rather than immediately. Healing is instantly interrupted if damage is taken. Allows talisman attacks to be to simultaneously hit an additional target. Yang. Useful for battles against multiple enemies. Increase the number of times the pipe can be used. A vial to store medicine for your pipe. Due to health risks related to medicinal overdose, vials and other peripherals were once banned across Pungalai. Recycled. Oh, I see the little table here. And the mats. Is this like the butler? Shanghai 9000. For 100 yen. Currently have 143 yen. Repair. Robot assistant, get me data on this region. Could call him by his name. Oh, I love the design. It doesn't have a face, but they're pretty cute. I love the clothes that they're wearing. Sula, Rain. Loading, coming online. Broken. It's been drawn on too. That's suspicious. It's been drawn on. So this thing, no, you're supposed to be here. Identify yourself, right, with the same. It's a symbol. Easy, I'm Shanghai 9000, not suspicious. Shanghai 9000 will hurt you. Help service, help guide. Solarian, Shanghai 9000 cooperate. Give me map data, give you benefit. Benefits like what? Shanghai 9000 collect each zone map data chip. Shanghai analysis map show you. Help hack read resources information. You win. I win. We win. You can analyze map data chips from each zone and locate any resource. Is that correct? Correct. Shanghai 9000, one for each zone. One Shanghai 9000, one map data chip. Thank you, cooperation. Certainly quick to thank me. Acting way too weirdly. I've never seen a robot assistant proactively make a request to someone. But if you can really provide data on these resources, I'll consider working with you. Thank you, thank you. Good deeds, good rewards. Goblin wheel, goblin fuel. A broken assistant robot, unlike the other robots, seems to be performing some other tasks. App data chip, rewrite spatial information. Every robot assistant equipped. Feeling okay, it's dangerous out there, so stay safe. Okay, I'm actually going to end it here tonight. I don't really have too much time to be streaming right now. I've got a lot on my hands. Need to figure out how to optimize my time management skills. So, I will probably end it here. Well, I am. So far, the story's pretty interesting. There's not too much to say on it, other than I'm interested in seeing where this goes. The animations are super smooth in this game. It's very sharp. It's very gorgeous. Combat feels pretty solid. Pretty snappy. Pretty simple so far. I like the world building. I'm actually curious to see how the HUD evolves over time. I'm wondering if there's more people that'll end up staying here, or if it'll change over time. I like that little mechanic. But as for the future, I don't know how often I'll be streaming. I'll pretty much just play this whenever I have time. And with the events going on in my personal life, I don't see this being very consistent. Like I said, my main priority is going into full money-making mode and getting as much money as I can as quickly as possible so that I can move out west. So I'm holding off until I get my own place and I have a chance to actually settle down in a place I like to actually get a PC. But if in the meantime I'm gonna have to get a laptop or whatever, I'll do my research. It's not really priority number one right now, but moving out is my main priority. And until then, I've got a lot of work to do. So, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.